Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Live. I'm so excited to see you. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I got to get my Stampin' Lips on. And I cannot wait to stamp with you today. This is kind of a light shade, but it goes, so there we go. I had a great weekend. It was just such a beautiful weekend here in the Midwest, and it has been lovely, cool evenings and warm, sunny days. Oh, so amazing. I think it's supposed to rain tonight, though, which would be good because we are very, very dry here. We did get a little rain over the weekend. This is such a Midwest thing, by the way, to totally talk about the weather. I don't know if that is what you guys do, but it is 100% a Midwest thing. So it makes me giggle because that's just totally what you do in the Midwest. But anyway, we had Saturday, we spent the whole day in Pella, Iowa, which is where there's like a tulip festival there. It's a very big thing. I've never actually been there for the tulip festival, but I've heard it's pretty cool, so I gotta check that out. But Carl had a meet there and had just a really awesome, did a really awesome job, and had like the race he really needed to have, which was good, and so that was exciting. And then he's got another meet this week that I'm gonna miss because I'm gonna be out of town. But I hope that he does well at that too. It's the season's just going by so fast. Oh my gosh. But we had a really nice time. I ran. I mean, it was a hard course. It's really hilly. And my husband and I ran to a lot of places. I'm not gonna lie, I was really tired. Like, it's a 2.5 hour drive to get there each way and back, and we were so tired after the race. So that was just kind of funny. But I feel like I have been training for this. I think my voice is catching up with me a little bit today. I thought yesterday I could talk pretty well, and I did scream kind of a lot. You know, it's my job and I take it seriously. So, but it was a lot of fun to see him do so well, and he was really excited. So that is really nice. And that he's always weird after a race. Like, unless he runs just unbelievably, he gets really down and then he's fine later. But anyway, he was really excited this week because he did a really good job. So we are excited about that. It was lovely. I am getting ready to go on just a short girls trip with my sister later this week. So that's going to be super fun. And it's kind of ironic because I think the last dedicated sisters trip we had was in Newport Beach, California, like probably 8 years ago, I'm guessing. I don't even remember exactly. And we're going to go to Newport, Rhode Island this week. So how funny is that, on the two Newports on the coasts? So I think that's going to be fun. The one in California was for my work, and the one in Rhode Island is for her work. So I'm really excited to spend a little time with her because we haven't really had that for a long time. And we had a great time when we were in Rhode Island, in California. We're going to Rhode Island. But I'm just excited to see New England in the fall. I think it's going to be a perfect time. And I am so excited because I think the hurricane missed that area for the most part. I just need to check on my main people to make sure everybody in Maine is okay, because I hear it went through Maine over the weekend. So anyway, just excited about that, and getting away will be a really lovely thing for just a quick trip. We have, I think I heard about the mansions, and then we're also going on a schooner thing, whatever that is. I don't know. So that'll be lots of fun. I do enjoy a good boat ride. So anyway, okay. So today we've got a card challenge for our first project. This is going to be our September card challenge. I felt so bad because I didn't have it ready last week. We drew a winner for last week, and then this week we've got the new challenge, and you'll have through the end of this month. So it's kind of a short one, but it's a pretty easy one. I think you'll enjoy, and it's perfect for showing off that 12 by 12 paper, and so good for a challenge for you to dive into that designer series paper that maybe you're just a little hesitant to cut into, because this takes a big old hunk of it. So it'll be great. And then we've got, so I'm actually going to make 2 cards with our challenge because I liked it and I couldn't decide which one I wanted better. So we'll do 2. And then, what else do I have to tell you? I've got 3 opportunities for classes this month. First off, let me just move a couple things here. Our new catalog kickoff make and takes are amazing. If I can just say, there's going to be 9 projects, and it is going to be just such an awesome packet full of fun goodies that you can create with. And you'll get pre-cut cardstock for 9 cards plus over $35 in fun goodies to go with it. And you can get registered for that. Just drop me an email if you need the registration link, or if you're on my mailing list, I have an email going out in the morning for you. I also have a pick of the Patch Creativity to Go kit that goes out later this month, actually in just a couple weeks. And the cards are really awesome, and this is just the best bundle, pick of the patch. I have had so much fun. I don't know if you guys caught this, but I did a video on Friday and we made this card, and then I also had this one. So it's just really great. So anyway, I'm going to flip my camera and we'll go through all of that good stuff, and then we'll get started stamping. So yay. And I have to say, I put on my Facebook page if there were any requests for my 3rd card, and nobody said anything, at least not the last time I checked, which was pretty recent. So I was a little surprised, but I'm going to flip my camera, okay? Okay, so here we go. And so these were the cards I made on Friday. Well, this one I made in the video, and then I showed this one. It's the same thing, just a different color combo. And it just is the cutest. So this was a really fun color combo. So I definitely recommend checking that video out. It's just on my YouTube channel here that you're watching on. But I have a really awesome Creativity to Go kit that goes out in, like I said, in just a couple weeks. It is such an awesome class. I highly recommend it. Then again, those new catalog make and take packets are really, really great. You're just going to love them. And then the other thing that I have, I don't have a thing for it really, except this. The other thing that I have is our Sunshine and Creativity delivered. When you subscribe during the month of September, you'll get the October box. And the October box is going to be cards that do stuff. And I'm super excited about this. There's going to be all kinds of fun things that these cards will do. There's pop-ups. There's just kind of fun, I would say, I don't want to say engineering things because that would make it sound like they're really, really complicated, and that's not true. They're just really fun things that you can do with cards. It's kind of like fun folds, but fancier, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really struggling with a way to describe it, but I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So if you like a little bit of out of the box kind of thinking and cards, make sure you get subscribed to this. It's going to be a really awesome box. We also have a World Card Making Day event coming up on October 7th, and you can purchase basically a bundle that's going to be in our January catalog. This is the bundle. It's called Heartfelt Hexagon, and it's a really, really cute bundle. This reminds me of a punch we used to have, but it's like a bigger version of it. And it's really sweet, and this stamp set is just super duper sweet. So I think you're gonna love this one. I highly recommend it. The World Card Making Day is going to use that bundle along with the Earth and Textures and the Circle Sayings. So 3 different bundles to make projects. And this is a free event Stampin' Up! Is putting on. Anybody can register for it. So if you would like to get registered, just go to my online store, and there is information about that there. It's happening on October 7th. But if you can't make it live, you have until the end of the month to check out the projects. We also have a special release of Designer Series papers. These are kind of online exclusivity, meaning they're while supplies last. And there are 5 different choices. We're going to use a couple of them today, and they're a really great deal. We used one of them last week. Many of them coordinate with products in the holiday catalog, so that's pretty awesome. Of course, when you purchase any of these kinds of things through my store, I'm so grateful for your business. And when you spend $50, you can enjoy the Zoo Crew All-Star Video Class Bundle PDF for free, or you can purchase it for $15. And if you spend $75, you'll get 5 handmade cards from me in addition to this PDF. And if you spend $100 or more, you'll get 10 fabulous cards handmade, sent to you. So check that out. I think I'm going to have a Friday fun video. It depends on if I can get it done before I leave. I'm hoping to. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And that's everything for this moment. I also have a few cards that came in my mailbox, and one just unbelievable thing. So I can't even tell you how I felt when I opened the box that contained this. I got this big, huge box from one of my team members, Sherry, and I knew I knew there were probably swaps in there, but it was pretty big. So I thought, gosh, what else is in there? And I literally gasped when I saw this. It's so incredible, you guys. I don't even know if you're going to be ready for it. I hope you're sitting down. It's just unbelievable. And I feel so grateful that she chose to send this to me. Oh, gosh. My ugly part of my desk is showing. Let's fix that first off. Okay, are you ready for this? I know I'm talking it up, but when you see it, you're just going to be like, dang. Okay, here we go. Look at that. It is just the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. It's so beautiful. So she combined all of my favorite things in here. There is knitting. There is, of course, paper crafts, flowers, painting. Look at just how unfreaking believable this is. Isn't it just incredible? This was made with mainly the Crafting for, isn't it called Crafting for You? I'm looking for it on my shelf, but I think there's a card blocking it. crafting with you. That's what it is. But how incredible is this? So I thought this was pretty awesome. So I just can't even believe she made this incredible thing and sent it to me. Like, what a treat. So thank you so much, Sherry. Oh, it was just amazing. Can you imagine opening that up? I literally, like I said, I gasped. It was incredible. So that was really sweet. And then this cracked me up. She sent me this, she sent me these cards, which were super cute. So, here's a cherry card, which is just so cute. I love this cherry bundle. And then this is the super cool stamp set. This super cute card. And then this is the Bag of Bones bundle card. Wasn't that just so sweet that she sent me all these cards? So I was really grateful for all of that. So thank you so much, Sherry. And then of course she sent me just the nicest note, as she always does. So that was just so incredible. I also got some other cards in the mail. This is a really sweet one. It says "You Shine." I just love this. And this is from Debbie. Thank you so much, Debbie, for this. This is just the sweetest card, by the way. I appreciate your thoughts and your encouragement. This is another really beautiful card that I received. This is from Christy, who's part of my Sunshine and Creativity Delivered boxes, and she was sending me a thank you for her 6-month gift that we included, and you are very welcome. This is another really pretty card. This is from Trish. Oh, and she just sent the sweetest card too. This was really kind of her as well. So thank you so much, Trish. And then I also got one more really cute card. This one, I love this. It's just such happy colors. This is from one of my team members as well, from Gloria, and I just appreciate that. She sent this with her swap cards for this month. So many fun cards in my mailbox this month. This week, I'm so grateful for all of those beautiful treasures. Thank you all so much for thinking of me. There is just nothing better than some happy mail. So, all right, now our first card. Gotta pull all the pieces here. Okay, so I'm gonna start with, let's see, I'm gonna grab a paper. Here we go. I want to write our dimensions down. So this is our card challenge. September 2023 stamping with the Creativity Cave. Fun fold challenge. Okay, so you're going to start with a 5.5 by 12-inch piece of designer series paper of your choice. Okay, I love this because this is really good for you to cut into that paper. And I saw somebody say something about, but how can we cut into our paper if we're hoarding it? I know, but I think you should. It's really good. It's good to cut into your paper. It's not good to hoard it. Use that paper. You bought it because it was beautiful, so I want to see you use it. Okay, you're going to take that piece and you're going to score it at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Then you're also going to need a 3 by 4 inch piece of cardstock, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 inch piece of like white. This is the piece you're going to stamp on, or vanilla, whatever. And then you're also going to need a, let's see, 3 3/4 by 5 inch piece of, well, I'm going to say white. this one is for the inside. And then you'll also need either a 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 or a shape die or punch. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so that is it. And I'm going to call this a triple layer card. Or a triple flip card. I don't know. I'm not sure if there is an official name for this. I like to make names up, so we're going to go with that. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with the Joy of Christmas Designer Series paper. This is just such beautiful paper. Okay, so we're going to score this at 1 3/4. Now make sure you score and don't cut, because I already had a little situation arise, if you know what I mean. Okay, so 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4. Okay, so there's that. Now you can choose whether you want this pattern to be on the inside or this pattern to be on the inside. It's kind of up to you. I want this pattern, I am doing it so that this is my outside piece, and then we're going to kind of score or fold on those score lines sort of accordion style. And then sometimes you need to just convince your DSP that it should fold up all nice and even, and so sometimes you gotta kind of tell it who's boss. So I'm just gonna do that right here.
You will do what I say.
Okay, so you can see the inside is going to be this really beautiful part, and then the outside is the musical notes. Now, this part I'm going to adhere together. You don't have to, but I kind of like the look of it, and it makes your card just a little sturdier as well. All right, so it's a triple fold because there's 1, 2, 3 parts. That's, or triple flip. So flip once, twice, and then the third inside. So that's why I called it that. Okay. Now, for this, I am going to use the Christmas Classics bundle, and I am going to put on the outside of my card, I die cut this beautiful panel. So I'm actually using that in place of these 2 layers right here. I did the frame instead, but we'll do another example with these 2 layers, just so you know. I also die cut this little label that is going to fit on here. Okay, so I want to attach this, but I want to be very careful and attach it only right here on this portion of the die cut so that it sits even on my card and sits right in here like that. Okay, so then it's going to open up like so. Okay. And I actually die cut 2 of these. So we're going to put one on the outside, and then we can put another one either right here on the inside, or we can put it right here on the inside. It's kind of up to you. Okay. So first off, I want to stamp my sentiment on here, which is going to be Deck the Halls. So I'm just going to grab my blocks, which I did not have out yet. Okay, so Deck the Halls, and we're going to do that in Real Red ink. And that's kind of crooked, but I'm going to be okay with it. All right, so that looks good. I'm going to pop this up. position that right on there like so. And then I want to take and add some ribbon to this. So this is part of my red and green ribbon combo pack. I'm going to just take and tie a bow with my red ribbon. And I love this ribbon because it's kind of red, it's kind of cherry cobbler. It can kind of cross over and go either way, which I love. And that just makes it so pretty. And that little bow is just going to make this card look so spectacular. Also, I have not found my ribbon scissors. I don't know what happened to them. And I'm really kind of ticked because they're brand new. I just dedicated them. I don't know what happened. I think they might have walked off. I just hope nobody inappropriate took them. And by that, I mean my son. Because sometimes he walks off with stuff. I remember when he was younger, like in elementary school, he was playing with one of my circle dies and just like messing around with it in his hands. And then he walked off with it. And then I found it after looking for it for an excessively long time. I found it upstairs out of my stamp area. And it was just sitting on our entertainment center. And I thought I was going to murder him. I didn't. But I thought I was gonna. Okay. So we've got now the inside, and we're going to put 2 layers on the inside. I've got 3 3/4 by 5 real red, and then I'm going to add a 3 5/8 by 4 7/8 basic white. I want to stamp on this a little bit too, and what I love about this set is the words that are a part of it. So I'm going to stamp Christmas. And we'll stamp that in real red. And I'm going to do it kind of in the middle here, like that. And I just love the font of this set. It's just so fun. And the other thing is that we've got mix and match words, which I love, not only because I love the mixture of the fonts, but I love that I can mix up the colors as well. So I've got Merry and Wishes in Old Olive. Okay, so Merry Christmas Wishes, and we'll put that on the inside. Like that. And then I will adhere this in here. Now, you can do a lot here. This would be really cute. You could put a picture here on the back side of that. You could put another panel of cardstock right here for writing a more, a longer message. You can really do whatever you want. Same thing here. You can put another panel. I'm going to put Tidings of Comfort and Joy. That's also in this set. I don't want it in Old Olive though. I wanted it in real red. So let's try that once more. There we go. And then I'm going to add, there's holly in this stamp set. Holly and the holly leaves. That will add to this. And we'll put this right on the back. Like so. And I could even do a third one right here. Because of the square, I want to make sure that not everything sticks, shows through the frame that we had. So I actually think I'm just going to die cut one more of these squares. And then I think I'm going to add, let's see. Yes. I'm going to add a couple of these. And some of of the berries, which I already have mounted. I just gotta find them. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna die cut one more of those squares in white. Oh, I think, maybe. Or, ooh, I just thought of something. What if I cut a piece of glimmer paper? This is gonna make me kind of happy. Okay, so on here, I'm gonna take and cut a square that is, let's measure this really quick. Measure it on the front because we can see the whole thing. I'm going to say 2 3/4 inches squared. And I'm going to cut 2 of those, and I'll show you why in just a second. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm positioning this. I'm going to take a little pencil and just mark my corners. You can't see that probably on camera, but it's there so that I can figure out where I want to adhere this. Now can I find my marks again? No. There we go. Okay, so I've got one piece on the inside, and that's not 100% straight. Oh, but she's not moving, so we're going with it. And then another. And then we're going to put that right there. And then it's going to stick out just a little bit around the edges, which is pretty fun. Okay. And then I'm just going to die cut, like I said, 2 more of those squares. I just got to figure out what happened to my die. I had it. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Well, this is not cool. Okay, we might have to do this part later because I can't seem to find my die. Even though I just had it. I hate when that happens. I even picked up pretty good before I went live, but man. Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay, so we're going to cut 2 of these and use them for the inside. Sorry about that. And then we're also going to cut 2 of these. Yeah, the other thing you could do with a card like this too is you could stick like a gift card, or you could cut a little slit in the fold and have the gift card pull out and just kind of stick it in there. You would just adhere adhesive, in such a way that the gift card, would stick out. And so you'd put adhesive down here and along the sides to hold it into place, that kind of a thing. We can actually do that with our next card. Oh, I think we can. I might have glued it already because I kind of started the other one, so you didn't have to watch me do the whole thing again. Okay, so then on here, I've got my die cut piece. Oh, I need one more. And then, oh, I want some dots. Some berries, I should say, not some dots. So let's stamp those, and then we'll die cut those with our little die. So all of this is in this bundle here. So cute. And I'm just gonna take and put that piece on top. All right. Let me run that through quick. Okay, so here are our pieces, and we're just going to put them on here. Let's see what other sentiments are in the set, because there's a whole bunch. To you and yours, I think I'm going to add that. On here. And won't this be so cute? Okay. So we've got that. I'm going to try and position this on here so that these won't stick out, above, so I don't want them to show, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to position them on the inside, or facing the inside, and then versus the outside, even though I think that would look a little better. So, ooh, this is their little cricket. I'm going to stamp this down here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to adhere this with some Seal Plus, because I really want to make sure it sticks to this glimmer paper. That's the adhesive back glimmer paper, which if you haven't gotten any of that, you gotta get some. You gotta. It's good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to attach these with a couple of glue dots. Yep. That's gonna be just fine right there. And then we'll add our little berries. Also with glue dots, but you could do glue too, whatever works for you. Like that, right over the top, and then you could write a little something there if you wanted, and then the inside, and then we'll just put that piece right there. I could even stamp a little bit. I love the set, just has everything you need. It also has some kind of little pieces, like decorative pieces, like little corner pieces that you could do as well. Okay, and then on this one, I'm gonna just stamp going off the edge a little bit, like that. And we'll put that right there. Okay. Also with our Seal Plus. And there we have just, I think, we'll do that. Just like the most beautiful card ever. So look at all of that fun stuff. So gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? So now my challenge for you is to make a card just like this one, or I should say your own version of this, and then share it in my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook page. The challenge information will be up by tomorrow morning, and you can make your own version of this. Now I'm going to give you one more example of this project with some different papers. So I'm going to be using this new Shining Christmas specialty DSP. This is again from that online exclusives collection. I've done the scoring ahead of time for you. So I took this piece and like I said, I did the scoring ahead of time. I did adhere this. Yeah. But I think, see where I adhered it. Yeah, I still think we can probably manage our gift card in there. So what I want to do is pretty much mark on here where my gift card is going to fit. And actually I want to double check. Perfect. So I want to mark my gift card. I'm going to cut it a little outside of this. Okay, so I've already put 2 lines of adhesive on here, but we need to cut a little slit into this. Okay, so open this up so just the score part is showing. And then we're going to look for the lines I just drew. And I'm going to go outside those lines like 1/8 of an inch. And I'm just going to cut in a little ways. And by a little ways, like, 3/4 of an inch. Oh, maybe I did more like 1 inch. Okay, now what I'm going to do is kind of lining this up. I'm just going to cut through on here, and I'm cutting this out. I'll use my scissors to snip this last little bit. Okay, so now I've created a pocket, and I think it'll mostly be covered up. Okay, so, oh yes, look at that. So my gift card is just going to fit in there, which is just perfect. Okay, so let's decorate this card. So again, we started with a 5.5 by 12. I scored at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4, and then adhered on the edges this flap inside. Okay. Now I am going to use for this one the Sending Cheer bundle. This is so cute. The dies really make this bundle amazing. There are a bunch of tags in here and they're just so fun. So let's put this together. I'm going to start with a 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 inch piece of white, and you can see that is just about the size of the dimensions of my cut, but then I'm going to layer this on a little bigger piece, so we're good to go. It's all going to be hidden and perfect in there. And on here, I want to do a little stamping. So on this card, I'm going to use some cherry cobbler instead of real red. I think you can, the colors in this paper are Misty, or what am I saying? Misty Moonlight. Mossy Meadow. I knew it started with an M. Mossy Meadow and cherry cobbler. Okay, so first off, I'm going to stamp this present. And you can stamp it in Misty Moonlight, or oh my gosh, what am I saying? Why do I keep saying Misty Moonlight? Mossy Meadow, or in cherry cobbler. So I'll do it in Mossy Meadow. And I think I'm going to stamp it on my little pad of paper here just because my work surface is kind of rough. Right in the middle there, like so. Okay, then I die cut the coordinating die with that adhesive backed glimmer paper because it rocks my world every time. So I'm just going to peel back that adhesive and stick it right over the top. How flippin' cute is that? I really love that part. Okay, so cute. Also, I just, for the record, feel pretty strongly it's too early to be making Christmas cards, but I know some of you want to be making these. So here we are making Christmas cards in September. Just saying, it's not right with nature, but I'm doing it for you because I love you guys. Okay, next up, so we've got this panel. We're going to adhere this. Well, actually, we're going to stamp on this. And there's all kinds of cute little sentiments in here. So I'm going to do sending cheer right there. And then I'm going to adhere this, let's see, to a layer of cherry cobbler. That is 3 by 4, and then a 3 1/8 by 4 1/8 inch piece of Mossy Meadow. See, I said it right this time. Okay, now this is going to fit right on top and cover up all of that stuff that we cut out below. The important thing to remember here is that we're only going to put adhesive in the one edge so that all of this goodness will open up eventually. So I'm just going to center that on there, give it a good press, and there is the front of our card. Okay, so now we open it up and oh, look at that. Now that did change what I was going to do. So I'm going to put, I was going to put a piece of white over this, but we're going to just move it over here and that will be fine. And then we've got a layer for the inside as well. Okay, so on this panel, actually, I'm going to start with, I die cut the little Santa hat and the brim, and we're going to attach that. Now, this is technically a tag, so what I thought would be kind of cute is if we put this on some, you could use linen thread, or I've got some white baker's twine. I did just lick that, but we'll cut the licked part off. Since people are kind of sensitive about licking stuff ever since COVID happened. Thanks a lot, COVID. Nobody had a problem when you were spitting on birthday cake candles. I'm kidding, mostly. All right, so now this could be a little tag. So you could pull this off of this and use it as like a little ornament for your tree or a tag, whatever you would like. I'm actually going to pop it up on here. And I guess actually I'm only going to pop it up with one dimensional so that the recipient could pull this off without too much trouble. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. And we're going to add the brim right here. And I will do that with a couple of glue dots, which are okay. So I just want to make sure they're high enough up on the brim of this little tag so that it will pop off pretty easy if I want. Okay, and then one of the other sentiments in here is no peeking. So I'm going to add that. So cute. And we will attach this over here. Like I said, originally I was going to put it over this area, but since we put the gift card in, okay. And then the last thing is I've got a panel of white for the inside of our card, and we want to line it up kind of like that so it'll look nice and even. And actually I'm going to do the bigger piece, sorry. There we go, that's what the one I wanted. I've got all these pieces on my desk. So this one is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And we're going to stamp, I'm going to use one other stamp set on this, and that is, ooh, what happened to it? Oh my goodness. Well, I lost it. I can't think of the name. Wait, is this it? No. Well, for heaven's sakes. Okay, you guys can help me remember the name of this. I want to say it's just Christmas Wishes, but I'm not positive. So we're going to stamp on here, Merry Christmas Wishes. Just wanted to make sure that was going to stamp nicely. It's always a good idea to try stamps out before you commit to them completely. I should have washed this. Let's see, we can probably flip it over and do it. I've been noticing, especially with this catalog, that my photopolymer stamps, when they're brand new, have like a little bit of a substance on them. It's from the manufacturing process, but I've noticed it more with this most recent round, and hopefully this will stamp a little better. Gosh, there's still this little thing on here. Usually cleaning it makes a difference, but I feel like there, now it went away, of course. Here, we're gonna try this one more time. And what really works is if you just rub your hand on here. This is clean, so I'm just rubbing this, and it's getting, if there's any residue, off. Okay, and then we'll grab another piece of white because I happen to have some cut. Okay, and I should be able to see this. Yes, now it's inking up nice and cleanly. So that it was worth doing all that effort on this really solid image. Okay, so I've got Christmas, and then I want to add Merry. And I seriously, oh, here's the set. Shocker, it was under something. More wishes. Oh, silly me. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to do Merry right up here. Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to add To You, also in green. And I'll kind of tuck those up in there just a little bit. To you. And isn't that super cute? Okay. Now we're going to position this in here. And we will have just the best Christmas card ever. Just making sure everything is nicely centered. And there we go. We've got all these things. Now, as I mentioned, I was going to put this thing right here, but if you wanted to decorate this and add, you know, something to it, you most certainly could, but there we go. And what I love about this is it's nice and flat for mailing purposes. It is so awesome. So there we go. How fun is that? So these are, I think, really great for Christmas. I do like how that gift card fit in there. You can see, you can just kind of stick it back in there. You can have it pop out a little further too if you want. It'll be covered, so it's showing. I did not put any adhesive right here because I had already adhered it before I intended to stick this in here, but you can see it's working just fine. A little more adhesive would be kind of perfect for it. But aren't these super cute? So this would also be really great for any kind of holiday, or any kind of occasion, not just Christmas. I just happened to make 2 Christmas cards out of this. So there's that. All right. Now, since it's squarely fall right now, I feel like it's really important that we make a fall card. What should we do? This is obviously not a card I have planned, but I think we're going to make it happen and it's going to be great. So, ooh, I know what I want to do. So I showed you that pumpkin card and I did have it handy here for a reason. I love these colors. I think they're so pretty. So this one was Flirty Flamingo. I'm going from the bottom up on here. Fresh Freesia, Petal Pink, and Calypso Coral with the wild card color, I think, Wild Wheat, which I know a lot of people say they don't like wild wheat, but I am on a mission to help you all love wild wheat. I think it is a really great color. Okay, so this is a really nice color combination, in my opinion, and I think it's perfect for fall. So let's make a fall card with it. So I am going to pull out the Modern Garden stamp set. Now this comes with a oval punch in the bundle, and we are going to, let's just take a look for a second. There's some really beautiful paper that coordinates with this suite, and there's some kind of interesting colors in here too. Now I do kind of want to use my color combo that I've got, but Wild Wheat is one of the colors, but you can see this designer series paper is so beautiful. So we've got some nice kind of neutrally prints here, and as you can see, some of the colors that I've got are in here, like this one right here would work. Then we've got some stripes. And then the other side are these gorgeous florals. So I'll flip through here once more and you can see the florals. Look at that. So pretty. I do like that peacock. There's kind of a Christmassy pattern. But so beautiful. Really easy to work with designs and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to pull out this pattern because this is going to go with the card that I'd like to make. And then I'm also going to pull out this pattern. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not, but we've got it here just in case. Okay, now what I want to do is take and do a little, let's see, a little stamping with our set here. And these flowers are just so pretty. I'm going to take this nice big stamp and maybe a couple of these. We'll see what we end up doing. But we've got several options right there, and I'll probably come back for more, but I'm going to not pull every single thing out just yet. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to start with a panel of this is Very Vanilla. And let's get these cards out of the way. All right. So let's see here. Now, sometimes, I don't know if you guys ever do this, but sometimes when I pull out a set, I haven't worked with this a lot. I've made a couple cards, but not a ton. And since we're stamping on the fly, I feel like I need a little direction. So my favorite thing to do is to pull my catalog out, which I gotta go run and grab. Hold on one sec. Okay. So I want to get some inspiration for this bundle in the catalog, and there's one card here, and then this is on page 54. Oh, right here. So I kind of like looking at things just to see what my samples are. Oops, I lost my other one. This one. Okay, so I've got this one or this one. That doesn't really do a lot for me, but it's all right. Okay, so we're going to start stamping. So I'm going to take this biggest image and stamp it in some petal pink. I bring my little pad of paper in here because this is a nice big solid image. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one in Flirty Flamingo, which, by the way, I love these colors on vanilla. They might look a little different if you put them on white, but I love them on vanilla. Okay, then I've got some Fresh Freesia. So I'm just kind of building a little corner here. And let's see, I'm going to take some Calypso Coral and stamp this. And I'm trying to figure out how this goes on here. Feeling like about that. That'll work. Okay, we've got that. Then, let's see. There's some leaves in here, so let's pull those out. And I also have some kind of dotty centers, which I like. Oh, there's two sizes of little centers. Okay. So I like adding wild wheat because I think that kind of changes the look of things. So I'm going to start adding these leaves. I wish there was a little bit bigger leaf in this set, but this is okay. There is a stem, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. You can see I'm stamping each of these a couple times, once full strength and once stamped off. All right, and then I think I'm going to add, I loved the contrast of the black in here. So I think I'm going to add some black centers to this, and I think that'll look good as well. Yeah, that worked. Oh, I need my black. Ooh, that looks good. All right, I don't need that one. But then we've got this other little center. Put that right there. Okay, and then there's this other little stamp in here that's got kind of these light or like kind of delicate flowers, I guess. And we're going to add some of these in our petal pink to just kind of fill up the space a little bit in here. Ooh, yeah. And you want to make sure you've got all the leaves that you're going to kind of use at this point stamped out. Ooh, I like that. I might add just a couple more leaves though, just because, oh, I always close this up. Is anybody else anxious because I've got a billion ink pads open? I promise you it's going to be okay. This is not my first rodeo. Okay, I love the look of all of this. So pretty. Now I'm trying to decide how I want this to be. I want it like that. And then we're going to grab a vanilla card base. I think I'm going to trim this down a little bit because I'm going to use that DSP. I really want it to show. So let's cut this to 4.5 by 3.25. So I can just pretty much take off those two sides. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this piece to be 4.125 by 5 3/8. So it's just shy of a full card. And then I've got this little strip left over. We can put that on the inside of our card. So this will go in here like so. And like so. Oh, so pretty. Now I think it looks really nice when you add an extra layer. So we're going to grab some petal pink cardstock and put a layer on this piece right here. Okay. And of course I don't have any scraps the right size, so we'll just cut into a big piece. Okay, so what did I say? This was 3.25 by, so 3 3/8. Oh, I just cut, oh, it's just a little nick. Nobody saw anything. But did you hear my gasp? It wasn't exactly a stamping emergency, but it was definitely a high alert situation. Okay. Ooh, so pretty. Oh, I love this. Okay. So I've heard so many people say they never would have put these colors together. I agree. I probably wouldn't have either. And I'm trying to remember how this sort of came about, because I think the pads were just sitting next to one another. You know, it wasn't like I thought, oh, these cards will look great together, or these colors will look great together. It just sort of happened. But I love how it happened, you know. I think it's great. All right, now our stamp set has a bunch of really great sentiments in it, but I'm not going to use them. I want something a little different. So I'm going to take from my So Sincere stamp set. I'm going to take a sentiment out of here. And I'm changing my mind. I think we're going to do Hope You're Feeling Better Soon. Ooh, I haven't used that stamp yet. First time. Love it. Okay. So now I can stamp this right on here like that. And then if I thought, you know, we could make this better, we can go ahead and stamp this again. And it can be either on a die cut or on a punched piece. So let me see if I've got any. I keep this little container with die cuts in it. Just seeing what I have for vanilla. Not a lot, as it turns out. I sure have that, and I've got a bunch of these in vanilla, but I don't think that's actually what I want. Ooh, you know what we could use is the modern oval punch. Brilliant, right? So I'm going to grab a scrap of vanilla. And I feel like this is worthy of being like stamped and popped up onto our card, maybe with a little fanfare. Okay, so here's that modern oval. And, ooh, I don't know if I like that. I think I do. Well, we're going to add some fun to this. So, what if I took this stamp, or actually, no, I'm just going to do those subtle little flowers. And we'll stamp those kind of on here. And we'll add a couple leaves to this as well. There we go. Maybe one more over here. Boom. Oh yeah, that's pretty. All right, and then we've got a couple options. This or, ooh, I think we're going to go with this. So I've got this large check ribbon. This has a vanilla base to it. And so we can just put a little zigzag of this on here. Or we could just tie it around. And add that, and I think it would be perfect. I'm a big fan of this ribbon, not gonna lie. and we'll pop this right over the top like that. I'm going to trim the ends of this. I probably should have just cut it a little bit smaller, but that's okay. Okay. And I do have one more card. I know we're kind of going long today, but sometimes that's just what happens. The last card is pretty quick though, so that's good. Okay, so let's trim this ribbon. So cute. Oh. All right, we're going to pop this up onto our card. And she's going to be beautiful. Look at that. Oh. Okay, and then we'll add this little strip can go on the inside here because we just had it left over, so why wouldn't we stick it in? Why wouldn't you just use it? So the inside is pretty too. And yeah, I like that. That was not bad for on the fly, real last minute. I feel like I'm just not done with this color combo yet, so you might see a little bit more of it from me because I just feel like I haven't done everything I can do with this quite yet. Now, we do need to add a little embellishments to this because let's be honest, that's what's missing here. I just wanted to get those ink pads closed up because I didn't want anything bad to happen. Now, I think these adhesive backed sparkle gems are probably just the ticket for this one. So I'm going to add a couple of those. I'm just looking for my take your pick tool because everything's getting lost here today. All right, so I'm going to put one right there and a little one right there and another one right there. And oh yeah, that is adorable. So there we have a really cute card. I think I put this on crooked, goodness. Sometimes it's really hard to get stuff on straight on camera. I don't know what it is. But let's see if we can fix this so that when I take a picture of it, I'm not embarrassed. There we go. Much better. Okay, now it's on straight. All right, there's that one. Now my last one, as mentioned, is kind of a quickie, but oh so cute card. This one is based on a swap card I received. And we are going to start with a half a sheet of thick white cardstock. Okay. Give that a good crease. Then I've got a piece of balmy blue that is 4 5/8 by 3 3/4, and I'm 90% sure that's the right size. Now I also have 5 strips of 3/4 of an inch by 3.5 inch pieces of designer series paper, and we're just going to arrange these on here, and I reserve the right to trim a little on this balmy blue piece if I need to, but I think we're okay. And I'm just going to, there we go, rearrange these slightly. I'm going to flip them all over. Now this is from that designer series paper that's at the very beginning of the catalog. You might have missed it. When you purchase this DSP, $3 is going to be donated to the Toys for Tots organization in the US, and there's other organizations throughout the world, depending on the market you're in, but in the US they're going to Toys for Tots. I don't know what the other ones are, but I love, that is a great organization. A good customer of mine is very avid in that organization, and they do such wonderful things. every year. So I love that Stampin' Up! Has different causes that they give back to and that we can be a part of it. So this designer series paper, it's not any more expensive. It's just designated for this campaign. So I really love that. That's at the beginning of your catalog. Okay, so I've got my little DSB pieces on there. We're going to pop this up. And then we're going to take just what can only be described as the cutest little bundle. Because it's like literally in the name. Very cute. And we're going to add a little bear to this. Okay. So this is just such a cute bundle. As I said, I love this one for a lot of different reasons, but my favorite part is we've got a cute little bear that coordinates with a punch. Okay. Now let me just take and stick that bear. Well, I'm going to go with a bigger block. Now this is the bear that coordinates with the punch. And so I'm going to take and stamp this on a scrap of basic white cardstock. In some, smoky slate ink. No, yes, no, yes, no. I'm going to do black, sorry. Do you like how I changed my mind about 50 times there? Okay, there we go. I'm going to take my balmy blue blends, and we're just going to color this a little. So actually, I'm going to go with a light. So I'm just going to kind of outline him basically with my balmy blue. Just putting a little bit of color. I'm not really coloring him in or anything. I'm just putting a little color in a few places. Just to add a nice little touch. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is take my Clear Wink Stella, and we're just going to color in the whole bear so that he's sparkly. Okay, super cute. All right, then I'm going to take my punch and punch him out, giving this a second to dry. Not that it's wet necessarily, but okay. There we go. So cute. All right. Then I'm going to take my 2 3/8 inch circle, and I'm just going to punch some vellum. Okay, and we're going to put that little vellum circle on there. And then I'm also going to add let's see. I'm going to add that banner on here. Perfect. Like so. Okay, but I want to stamp Warmest Wishes on the banner. Oh, there's just going to be enough room. And I will do that in some balmy blue. So Warm Wishes. We'll pop this up. And I'm going to adhere my vellum circle directly on here, kind of going off the edge there a little bit, and then we'll add our bear right on top of that. We're going to pop it up again because we can, you know, we can. All right, so I've got that on there like so stinking cute. And then I want to embellish this a little. I think I'm going to take these same adhesive back sparkle gems and do the silver ones. And we'll just put a couple of these on here, like so. You can kind of strategically place them in a couple spots, or you can just stick them wherever you want. Like, could I put one on his butt? Probably not. That's like the question of the day. There we go. So cute. Oh my goodness. So I just love how this turned out. And then if you want, you can add Merry Christmas to the inside of your card. And then there's trees and all kinds of fun things that come with this set as well. So lots of options. Now this is one of the sets we used in our new catalog kickoff make and takes. So you'll get 3 projects with this if you get the make and take packet from me, along with, of course, the tutorials and dimensions and all that good stuff. So super duper cute. I'll just keep the inside simple. All right, let me show you my cards. I made a considerable mess today. I'm actually impressed with the amount of stuff I have out. This should be fun. I will take a picture of the crafter math to share with you because I think you guys will be impressed by me. All right, so we did our stamping challenge. I will take a picture of this, of course, and post it in my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group. By the way, the link for all this stuff is in the description of this video. If you could give me the thumbs up, by the way, you guys, that helps me so much. I would appreciate it. We did this fun card here. The triple flip card is what I'm calling it. I don't know, there might be an actual name for this, but that's what I got for me. So the challenge is create your own version of this and share it in the comments of the graphic that will be up in the Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group tomorrow. And then you have until the end of the month, and then you'll be entered into a drawing for a free bundle. Then we made this cute card with the modern garden, bundle. And then this cute card with the very cute bundle. I love it. So I hope you had fun stamping with me today. I will see you back here next week. I'll share all the fun details about my trip, and I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye.